Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about whether you should break no contact during the coronavirus pandemic. I know some of you have been thinking of it. I know you, looking for any excuse to break no contact. So, should you or shouldn't you? Well, some people actually should break it, and some people should not break it. And I will break it all down for you in just a second. But first, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when a new video is up. Okay, so first, let me talk about who should not break it, since it's a shorter list. Who should not break it is if you were broken up with because you were needy. And usually it's guys who are broken up with because they were needy. Usually you don't hear women being broken up with because they were needy. It's other reasons. So that means that you started out alpha, maybe not, and you slowly became beta. And they lost interest, they broke up with you. And that means that no, you cannot break no contact because you have to show them that you're not needy. And what could be better than to show them that you're not needy by not reaching out when they're probably expecting you to reach out? They're sitting there going, oh, I know he's going to reach out and he's going to make the excuse of the pandemic. Oh, I know him. And then you don't. And they'll be like, damn, okay, I was wrong about him. So if you were broken up with because you were needy, or even if they didn't tell you, because they're not going to usually tell you that reason, they don't even know themselves, they just know they lost interest, but you know you were, then no, you cannot break no contact. If they didn't give you an excuse, then no, you can't break no contact because we don't know what the reason was. Or if they gave you a bunch of excuses, then again, we don't really know what the real reason was for the breakup. So again, you're not going to break no contact. And if you were taken for granted, then no, you will not break no contact because, if you had to break up with someone because you were taken for granted and now you're saying by contacting them, oh, it's okay, you took me for granted, I'll still contact you. No, they need to contact you if they're interested. So if you had to break up with someone and you're probably a female, because they took you for granted, then absolutely not. Do not break no contact. So, who can break it? Well, if you cheated, or if your partner thinks you did, usually I say you have to wait at least 30 days and not reach out, because the reason is when someone breaks up with you, even if you prove to them that you didn't cheat and you go, no, I didn't cheat. When someone makes a decision to break up with you, then they don't really want to reverse it that fast because they have their pride. And also they were all set on being broken up with you. And now it's like, oh, they're surprised. It's like, okay, you didn't cheat. But I already said I didn't want to see you anymore. So you can't try to get them back right away unless it was a fake breakup. So that's why I say to wait 30 days. However, now you can use this pandemic as an excuse to reach out. Start the conversation, see how it goes. If they are interested in talking, obviously get a dialogue going and make plans to see them after all this is over. Do not get together now. Do not touch anyone. Do not kiss anyone. If you took your ex for granted, then yes, you can reach out. Again, I usually say wait 30 days as usual. But you can reach out now. Guys, they're often confused as to whether or not they took their ex for granted. And speaking with my coaching clients, a lot of times they think, oh, I took my ex for granted. Then I have them give me some examples, and usually they didn't take them for granted. So let me tell you what it means to take your partner for granted. And I'm going to make this female specific. So usually it means that she wasn't a priority, or she didn't feel that she was a priority. She felt that she wasn't important to you. It took you ages to get back to her. You rarely saw her. You didn't include her in functions with you and your family or your friends. That's what it means. So anything like that that would make her feel that she wasn't important, made her feel like she was fifth on the list, then yes, you need to break no contact and reach out now. No need to wait 30 days. Now, if you were the dumper, so you broke up with someone and now you've changed your mind and realized you made a mistake, we have the perfect excuse. Because, I say people, usually they reach out on holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, to their exes. However, now you can use the virus as an excuse and see if they're willing to have a conversation. And when you reach out, make sure you say something substantial, because if they're listening to me and you don't say something substantial, you may not hear back from them. So don't just say, hey, or how are you doing? Want to see how you're doing, or hope you're okay. No. You're going to have to kiss a little butt here. So instead, you want to say, hey, John, whatever their name is, Joanne, George, Jim. I was thinking of you and I wanted to reach out and see how you're doing with all this chaos that's going on, something like that. That's substantial. You've put some effort into it, and they should respond to something like that. Okay? So I hope I've cleared up whether or not you should or should not break no contact during the epidemic. So if you were thinking of breaking no contact, comment below and let me know. And if you're not sure whether or not you should break it at this time, if I haven't covered your situation, then also comment below and I'll respond, because I will probably have a lot of time to respond to comments at the moment. Haha. So stay safe, everyone, and stay calm. The only thing to fear is fear itself, in the words of JFK. So if you're going through a breakup, and you probably are, or you wouldn't be listening to me unless you just love the sound of my voice, then I do offer personal coaching at theartoflove.net. The link is below, the direct link. If you are listening on YouTube, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if this video was helpful to you, be sure to like and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.